This is the gorgeous riverside town of Cochem on the Moselle, where we enjoy a relaxing lunchtime. And here we've included a very special visit to one of the most extraordinary places I've ever been to. A secret underground nuclear bunker, not built to hold lots of people, but instead to hold lots of money. Streng geheim, which is German for hush hush. So secret that only a handful of people in the whole world knew about it. Even the East German secret police, the infamous Stasi, never knew of its existence. Incredible secrecy. First, to get to Cochem, we enjoy a morning drive along the most spectacular section of the Moselle Valley. At Brem, we pass beneath the steepest vineyards in the world, so steep that people harvesting the grapes are often strapped to scaffolding to stop them accidentally falling off and badly injuring themselves. In the afternoon, when we leave Cochem, we also enjoy a guided tour through Burg Eltz. This medieval castle so famously symbolised the essence of a grand German medieval castle that they used an image of it on the back of the old 500 Deutschmark note. And now, that subject of money brings me neatly back to the secret nuclear bunker hidden in the peaceful riverside community of Cochem. It was built to protect 15 billion new Deutschmarks in cash. No, not the banknotes in circulation at the time, instead a completely new alternative currency that could be injected into the economy at a time of threat or crisis. Why? This all happened back in 1962, the peak of the Cold War, and the Cuban crisis threatened global destruction. Apart from nuclear war, Germany was afraid of an economic attack where an enemy could completely destabilise their country by pumping masses of forged currency onto the streets, rupturing their economy. So the national Bundesbank secretly printed 27 billion Deutschmarks with a totally different design, which they intended to use in a crisis and replace their entire currency in just 1 week. But they needed to hide 15 billion of them somewhere safe, away from any major nuclear targeted city. So they decided to secretly build an underground nuclear vault and bunker somewhere, and they chose sleepy, pretty Cochem. And only one person in the whole region knew of its existence. In fact, only 3 people in the whole world actually held the keys, and this local man was one of them. And incredibly, he was the guy nobody took any notice of, a humble training school janitor. For many years, the Bundesbank had a staff training and leisure house in Cochem, backing onto the woods, and that is where they built it, right there under everyone's noses. Now the pool and gardens are abandoned and filled with leaves, but the main staff building is now a friendly hotel, and everyone in town knew about this Bundesbank staff training house, with its kindly old janitor who stored his car and tools up the hill in an old double garage. Little did anyone know that hidden under his bits and pieces lay the secret entrance to an incredible underground nuclear bunker containing 15 billion new Deutschmarks, and it was guarded by that same inconspicuous humble house janitor. This is the garage now, modernised, but the main entranceway is still there, and this is where we meet our fascinating guide. There are 2 massive 8-ton bank vault doors guarding the entrance, leading to corridors, kitchens, storerooms, and of course the vaults, as well as the emergency living quarters. And to shelter there, they needed to install air scrubbing and ventilation systems reaching up into the woods above. With all the construction going on, the Bundesbank had to come up with a cover story, so they told the villagers that they were building a massive nuclear fallout shelter for the entire village. The villagers loved them for it. Now these are the huge concrete ventilation towers reaching up from the vaults deep below, and they became the key to their huge secret cover story. The villagers were told that these little air shaft maintenance doors were actually the main entrances to the bunker. It fooled everyone. Let's meet one of the guides, Michael.
Hi, introducing Michael. Michael's a guide in the
Bundesbank Bunker in Cochem.
in Cochem on the River Moselle. The Bundesbank Bunker was a secret bunker in case of war, where the German bank, the Bundesbank,
Yes.
stored
15 billion.
how much?
15 billion.
15 billion Deutschmarks. 15 billion Deutschmarks. And it was a secret to everyone, including bank employees, and it's under where, well, you're not standing there, we're standing under there 30 meters down, and just here is the shaft. This is not the entrance, this is just a shaft, an air shaft. The entrance was hidden as an old double garage.
Yes,
Thank you, Michael.
you're welcome.
Really helpful.
Because of the Cuba crisis, East-Western conflict, maybe we're like facing a third world war, so we need to build a bunker to be protected. And it's not only for the official
people down
workers,
there.
it's also for the neighbors.
So it's being good for the whole town.
Yes.
Oh, clever people.
And
Who'd have thought the Germans were clever?
neighbors thought this was the entrance to their air raid shelter. That's what they saw, and
I had to ask because it's obvious.
Yes.
'Cause I could see it.
yes.
Amazing place, utterly amazing.
What an amazing story. And this is just one part of an amazing day following the beautiful Moselle.